Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to our Trash Cans Irby Derby campaign. Today we're doing the two duels that I teased at the end of our last episode, and both of them had weight limits, topping out at 35 tons for our usable mechs. So we have Trash Can and Max back in their R90s, both with heavy modifications. So we'll start moving up here, and one thing, our opponents are in 55-ton mechs, it would appear. So they had no similar weight restrictions to our own. This is going to be a little bit of a David versus Goliath type match if we're not careful. So looks like 150-tonner, 155-tonner. Means we're going to have to stay behind the rocks, behind the terrain, until we can take excellent shots at these guys. Let's take a look. I think one of them, yep, we do have a Shadow Hawk. And let's see what can we get away with here. I don't want them to have a shot at me on the next turn, at least not an easy one. But I also want to try to reserve down past them, so we need good evasion in case they do get an angle. And let's go ahead and get a sensor lock. I want to see what this other 50-tonner is. And that is a Trebuchet. So a Shadow Hawk and a Trebuchet. Quite a lot of firepower, quite a lot of armor brought to the field, although not a lot of evasion for either one of them this time, and maybe we can put that to good use. I'm hoping maybe we can flank around with this, well, with our binary laser R90. It is a little bit of a risk, though, to not have his guns online for quite that long. So, bit of a quandary here. You know what? Let's do this. We're going to be able to move before they will on the next turn. So let's get right up close and personal with Trash Can himself and see what kind of shot we have. Ooh. This is why I've been avoiding lunar biomes when at all possible, because look at that heat. Okay. Well, if that's the case, and these all have the same chance to hit, I'm going to turn off the two ER mediums, just fire the two medium pulses. And we do get some good connection with the Shadow Hawk. But we're going to need to do that quite a lot of times because his armor is barely even dented. Not exactly a great sign for us, and I think that does solve my question here on what we're going to do with Max's R90. I want that binary laser pinging in as often as I can get it. I need that 70 base damage going in, getting some armor out of the way for us. It does look like that pinged into the left leg, not exactly where I'd hoped it would go. But sometimes it's what you got. So we're going to move around here, get behind the wall, and then only 4 evasion pips is not good enough. I think what we're going to do is we're going to move it a sprint. 6 is good, but not great. I can get 7. That's a rear facing, just a little bit more risky than I'd like. Alright, well this is a left side facing. It'll give them +1 of their accuracy, but 6 evasion pips is a -12, so we'll have to bank on that. And let's take a shot in, full alpha strike the back of the Trebuchet, see if we can get through some of that rear armor here. Maybe get some crits. No, we missed 2. Not exactly what I was hoping for, firing all 4 of our guns. And Max does take some fire from the Trebuchet, whose positioning is going to block us from really being able to get some rear fire for a little while. Looks like some ballistic weapons going in at Max as well, thankfully missing. And they're definitely targeting him. Only 4 evasion pips is not that high. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a running retreat here. Okay, so we did pound through. Man, I keep getting hits on the arms when I'm firing from a rear arc, and I don't really know why. It's not how that's supposed to go. At least not how I would want it to go. That's an obstructed shot. Can't really get a good unobstructed shot with decent evasion. So let's just move back. We're going to have to play this a bit of a long game. And yeah, no, I can't get any decent evasion there and still be effective. So let's move. And this will let us cool down a little bit as well, so we'll be able to do a full alpha strike with good positioning on the next turn. And I want that Shadow Hawk to lose a little bit of accuracy from a sensor ping. So hopefully we can get that done. And LRM fire going in. Light scattering hitting Max, who's the low evasion on that UMR 90 is why it's probably next on the chopping block. It's very hard to keep that thing healthy all the time. Where can I get... I want 4 evasion pips. Can't get them. Okay, that's 4. It's very close. But it is 4 pips of evasion. And it does let me do this. So we're going to move up. Precision strike that binary laser. And it looks like we pinged right into the right arm of the Shadowhawk, who is finally starting to show a little bit of damage. I think... So I could get a rear shot on the Trebuchet, but that would basically amount to splitting fire at this point. Although I'm not sure we have any better options. Could rear strike the Shadowhawk, but we haven't been working on his rear armor at all. Alright, let's go in. This is maybe a little bit headstrong, but we'll see what we can do. And give me a precision strike on the back of the Trebuchet. Let's drill through that rear CT, please. Fingers crossed. No, not even a single shot to the rear CT, but we do rip off the Trebuchet's right arm. Again, from that rear firing arc, we landed more on the arm than we did the actual rear CT. Okay, we did land 1. Fair enough. And that at least takes some guns off the field, and really does start putting a dent in that TBT 5J. Shadowhawk jumping as well. Oof, this is super dangerous for us. Don't like it one bit. But as long as we keep our evasion up, there's really nothing much more that we can do. They're blocking me from getting around behind them because I don't have jump jets on either of my UMR 90s. I've bemoaned this choice a couple times, but you know, sometimes it's just the more logical decision to make when you need armor on something so small. Okay, so we can take a shot in here, but that left side armor is untouched from the front for the Trebuchet, so I don't really see that as a great option. A little bit worse accuracy on the Shadowhawk, 4 evasion pips on that guy, but at least here we have a chance of hitting that damaged left leg. Let's go ahead and take the shot, and that is a miss, unfortunately. I'm thinking that maybe it would be better to let them move before Trash Can, because we have 7 evasion pips. And, okay. That was a DFA. Said it missed? No, no, that did not miss. That did not miss at all. And, luckily they hit us in the left arm, so Max is okay, but he's not going to have evasion pips to get around this Trebuchet or avoid the Shadowhawk's fire. Let's see what happens. Okay, here's a kick. And this is getting very deadly. Weapons follow up. Only the Streak SRM-2, but that's a knockdown. So, pilot down. And we need to start getting work done real quick, or we're going to be in some big trouble here. So, we'll send Trash Can around. Give me both the medium pulses. We need to finish off this Trebuchet now. Oh, come on, really? We hit our own down mech. That's crap right there. Huh. Stand still, just shoot him again, come on. Get me a kill, please. No. Ah. Goodness gracious sakes alive. Okay, well, we need to stand up Max. His movement range is going to be very limited. Luckily, both of his guns are still online. So we do have that as some small saving grace. If we pretend the left side facing, we're going to be shot through it and killed. So only 1 evasion pip. You know what? Give me both shots. We're going to cook a little bit. And you can't land a single one of the rear CT. This is ridiculous. This is the most trouble I've ever had landing that shot. This guy has 15 left. He's been structure exposed for 4 different strikes on that rear CT, and we can't get the kill. And it's slowly killing us. Binary laser destroyed, so the UMR 90 is now basically worthless to us in the longer game. And this is just maddening. Absolutely maddening. Let's take another shot in. Please, 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 kill this Trebuchet. Okay, was that it? That was it. Okay, good. Finally, Finally, we have one of the two mechs down. And I'm not even sure what to do with this guy. Okay, technically this denies him a shot. I guess, because we can fire at any angle with torso twist from the urban mech, so if he has no shot on us here, then, you know, that should theoretically be safe. And we're not dropping as much heat right now because we have lost heat sinks with that side torso. Repair costs will barely make this worth it. In fact, losing the binary laser is quite a big blow to our company's capabilities. Alright, you know what? Eat laser fire, my friend, because they're really annoying. 1, 2, 3. Okay, better than nothing. Starting to wear down that left torso even more. And let's let him move before we move Max. Okay. Yep. Taking a little bit of fire. Those DFAs, though, I mean, we've been hoping they don't hit us all game, and finally there is one that gets landed, and it's catastrophic when we don't have that much armor compared to the tonnage of the mech that's doing the DFA. Side shot goes into the leg, so we're just hitting all the available armor locations on this guy. Why not, you know? Can I get better accuracy if I move closer? Yeah, so we're going to do that. He will have a height advantage on us, but there's not much I can do about that at this point. Although, we could actually blow up this building. It's 150 points to get through it, so at that point, without the binary laser, that's a couple of volleys. And it would only barely damage his legs. So the structure exposed on the right arm might be something we can exploit here. Because even taking... I think that would take the UAC offline. Nope, that's a medium laser. Where's the UAC? Okay, it is in that left torso. So I do want a center to left line shot. Stand still and fire. We're gonna burn a little bit, but give me all we've got. Okay. Okay, better than nothing, better than nothing. Take out that armor, please. Nope, that's right torso shot. This Shadowhawk is just hugely effective. Engine crit, we've lost our frontal armor on Trash Can's Urban Mech. Nope, looks like that's actually a left torso, because we do have that Clan XL in here. And now we can't afford to even fire anything? Okay, well, if that's the case, we're just going to move. Out of the line of fire. And give me a sensor lock. Maybe the Shadowhawk will move. But look at that, we've gone through his armor almost in 1, 2, 3 different locations. And any one of them alone would be so incredibly helpful. So, Battlelord and fire for the extra damage and accuracy on the ER large. Looks like another right torso, not right arm, so both of those shots, had they been in the right arm, would have just been incredibly helpful to us. You know what? I think I do want to start pounding into this location, because going in hoping to take that UAC-5 offline has really not been very helpful at all. So fire the 2 medium pulses. Give me that arm, please. No. We've panicked him, because he just keeps taking small missile fire. And that looks like both sections are now open. Right arm destroyed. It's a medium laser offline, something. More helpful, though, is the panic pilot, because that will adversely affect his accuracy, which we can see by him not being able to land a single shot on us. And come on. No! Give me the damaged side torso, please. We've pounded every single hit point on here other than the torso, sorry, other than the head and that left arm. This mech just won't die. This is truly incredible, just the number of times it's been shot without too much of an issue. Returning fire onto Max, luckily nothing too bad for us. Of course, losing the binary laser was the worst thing for us already, so we've already had that. And he's denied us now that right side shot. So, can't even fire everything without overheating. I'm gonna drop some heat, fire single medium pulse. And we hit his undamaged, well, his heretofore undamaged left arm. Okay. Right torso destroyed, engine destroyed, mech destroyed. About time. Oh, that was awful. Well, thank you guys for hanging around. We'll be right back on the same episode, the second set of duels, so don't go anywhere.
Mission successful.
Alright, $792,000 payout, not too bad. But before we're going to be able to continue, yeah, before we're going to be able to continue, we're going to have to either do some repairs or drop that chassis outright. Not to mention that Max is heavily injured. So, let's go into the refit. Okay, repair everything there. 3 days off of that. Because of the engine crits. But this guy is really where we just got absolutely hammered. So, lost all those heat sinks. More importantly, we lost the binary laser, and I have nothing of similar capability to replace it. Originally, there was a PPC here. I purchased the binary laser because I thought it would be, well, helpful for us. So put the PPC back, I suppose, and then we need internals. Do I even have enough heat? Yes, okay, we have enough heat sinks for this. These are internal to the engine, which is why until that last one they didn't actually take any tonnage. We've lost so much firepower on this, and it's a 10-day repair time. Okay, take a look at our heat efficiency. We're sinking 44, hitting for 40. Let's see if we can do anything about that. Yeah, this is a really poorly mix-matched sort of setup that I don't want to run at all, but that 10 heat from the medium laser is at least somewhat manageable. Now we should be, yeah, heat sinking 52, alpha striking for 50. It's a little bit overcooled, except that we're going to be sprinting a lot because of this max pathetic movement speed of 3.5, which is the same as some assault max, by the way. So on the sprint, we're going to generate more heat, and we need to sink it. 13 days, 106,500. Yeah, 106,500 Seabill repair cost.
Right.
So that took a big chunk out of our repair bill. Not to mention the 3-day delay will run us into the next financial report. So we've actually about broken even on that contract. Not exactly what you want to have happen.
I've got the financial report.
But you know, we dueled 2 medium mechs with 2 light mechs. What did we expect was going to happen? So naturally, let's go in and do it again. Although, oh, okay. So we rolled past the month tick, which means that we have a new set of missions. So we've actually lost the other duel. My apologies there. Nothing really we can do about it. Fair enough. So, I guess that will be it for this episode. Thank you all for hanging around, and we'll see you again real soon.